Hey guys, this is Jesse Saint, and welcome to episode 1 of my long-form reaction videos.
Hey everybody, welcome to Jesse Saint World. I'm a touring musician. I spent about 20 years on the road. I also worked for a couple different labels and A&R, signed about 30 or 40 bands over the years. Today we're going to do a reaction video for Sleep Token. But Caramel is their newest song, and from what I'm hearing, everybody's saying that it's way heavier than everything else. And I did hear a little bit of the autoplay first came out, but I didn't hear anything heavy, so obviously I didn't make it to that part of the song. And let's go ahead and start out.
Count me out like sirens, payback for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the.
Now, I don't know much about this band, but from what I've heard is Vessel, the singer, is some kind of god or god type, archon type figure, right? And supposedly he's dying or is going to die, so that the lyric right there, I'm not going to be there. I imagine if you're more tuned in to this band's story, you would know what all that's about. But I did hear a little bit, so I know a teensy bit about this band. I don't know the full story of their gimmick.
Grapevine, they can sing the words while I cry into the baseline. Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail. I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale. Backed up into corners, bitter in the lens. I'm sick of trying to hide it every time they take mine.
The Garden of Eden. So nice callback to one of their earlier songs. Like I said, I don't know a ton about this group, but I've heard the popular ones that are on streaming.
I guess that's what I got from in 2020 hindsight. Everybody wants eyes on them. I just wanna hear you sing that top line. You think I mean it, then I understand. But I'm still glad you came, so let me see those eyes.
Hide in the Limelight, that was a good lyric. There's tons of good lyrics in here so far. Moving up a whole step in the middle of a chorus. That's kind of different. Strange chord changes. I dig it.
So I'll keep dancing along to the rhythm. The stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare, a war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
The stage is a prison. Is touring that rough for you guys? Seems like you're getting paid pretty well by now. That's what, okay. So that's obviously what everybody's talking about. I keep seeing that everybody's doing a reaction video for this song, but they're saying how heavy it is. I'm like, not from what I heard. Halftime in 4/4. That's pretty normal for this band. All these guys can play, obviously, but their drummer is absolute insanity. Obviously, nobody knows who these guys are, minus maybe a couple things on the internet. But the drummer is absolutely insanely good, and it sounds to me like he grew up playing in some kind of worship. I don't know what religion, maybe some kind of Christian kind of church band or something like that. Because this sounds like extremely over-the-top drumming that somebody would do in like a worship kind of setting.
The stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare, a war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't. The stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare, a war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given.
So essentially this song is a lullaby. It's written in lullaby, and then he's also referencing lyrically to nightmares, dreams, stuff like that. It all fits together extremely well, and a little similar to Bring Me Back to Eden, some of that kind of stuff. As far as super heavy, I don't know if I'd call that super heavy. Maybe for this band.
I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
Oh, sorry. I thought they were going to go super heavy or go into some kind of other breakdown. So I will say, when it comes to Sleep Token, I'm not super huge on the band because I'm not a gigantic fan. But from what I've heard so far, this song is pretty cool. It sounds like they're advancing per album. And although it's, all the piano and stuff like that, I love piano. I write a lot of that kind of stuff in the metal and rock that I've done, but more atypical kind of stuff. This band I wouldn't say is my jam overall. That song was cool. But I will say it kind of makes sense if you think about it. Unfortunately, a lot of people, especially in America, are not huge fans of America right now. So a super huge metal band from overseas kind of makes sense for them. Along with the fact that all of this is atypical. Every single thing that they're doing in these songs is stuff that would definitely make it to where you wouldn't get it on the radio, typically. Obviously, they're played on Octane and stuff like that. But yeah, regularly, when I've worked for labels and stuff like that, if somebody sent me this, I would say cool niche. They could probably make it big on their own, but definitely not commercial. But now it is commercial. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, this is your boy Jesse Saint. Hey, today we're going to be doing little videos. The song is older. It's Poppy, New Way Out.
Jesse Saint World.
So the reason why I'm doing this, and I'm a little late on it, is because I forgot about it until holiday week, because obviously it's WrestleMania coming up. So if you are a fan of wrestling, then you've probably heard this song about 50,000 times. Like, legitimately. The last couple times I watched wrestling, they just played the song over and over. But I only heard just basically the chorus or just the very first part of the verse. So hearing the song in its entirety, will be new for me. So let's go ahead and give it out.
Poppy.
Sounds like drop C tuning.
I'm in too deep, I make believe. I know the demons always choose me. They shift and twist, push back again. They're in to consume me. I cannot let it in. They'll take my everything. Leave me nothing I've lost. I'm feeling low. I don't wanna bend to my own loneliness.
Love the double pre-chorus. Not enough bands nowadays even use pre-choruses, honestly. It's a really great way to set up the chorus. Now, like I said, this isn't a reaction video where I haven't heard at least a part of it. I know I've heard part of this chorus coming up, but that setup was wonderful. And also the video, everything, like I said, I was signed to Sumerian as well. I know we use the exact same videographers, but they do an awesome job. This looks really, really stellar.
On and on, 'cause they push and pull me down, and I'm forced to face who I've become.
Sounds like a 1-5-6-4 progression in C or C sharp. Like I said, I'd have to really standard. I mean, if you want to write radio rock and you want to do stuff like this, it's pretty much all the exact same chord patterns in almost every single song. And I'm not making fun, because I've been in a ton of bands that had albums where almost every chorus is the exact same chord patterns. So, not a knock, just saying this is the one chord pattern that everyone.
Silence screams so loud. I find myself before the bottom. I need a new way. Give me a new way. The pain and all the pretty things are yours if you can better see it. You are the risk, the reckoning. If you're brave enough to meet it. No, I don't wanna bend to my own loneliness. I'll scream till nothing's left. On and on, 'cause they push and pull me down, and I'm forced to face who I've become. The silence screams so loud. I find myself before the.
Cool lyrics. The silence screams so loud part was it was pretty cool. Like I said, the chorus is awesome. It's just
Before the bottom, I need a new way. Give me a new way. Are you gonna get up, or are they gonna keep you? Pull me down.
fill into the third chorus and then stopping all the music and letting it go a cappella for the first line of the chorus. And the third chorus is super popular and is always very impactful. That was Casey.
And I'm forced to face who I've become. The silence screams so loud. I find myself before the bottom. I need a new way. Give me a new way.
Now, I do love how it just did a little death knell at the very end. All right, have a good one, you guys.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey guys, welcome back to Jesse Saint World. Today we're going to be doing a reaction video for the band Ghost, and the song is titled La Karma, the new Ghost song. How about that? New Ghost. Okay, first 5 seconds, it already looks awesome. The imagery and everything is super creepy, so everything fits so far. Sounds like a pretty chill song, at least starting out. Rocking the strap body. This is kind of old school metal. Totally threw me from the beginning. Yeah, see how it goes.
Like a vampire should, and it takes one to know him, like I knew you would. In the middle of the night it beats, in the middle of the night it eats you.
So that was a little minor third. If it sounded like something strange over the top of it, like a diminished flat five, something like that. Strange. Although the bass player has a pretty easy job, I would definitely join this band. Just go dun dun dun. It's pretty simple so far.
Everybody knows, everywhere I go.
Must be a pretty chorus. That was a strange harmony. Okay, here we go. Here's the super 1980s kind of big power chorus. Now, I have to admit, one of the signed bands I was in, oh God, I'm trying to think of the name of the song. We did kind of the same, almost the same kind of video a lot of bands have of this whole graveyard scene. I have to say this is done extremely well. Definitely this band put some money into it. It looks legit so far. As far as the sound, it's pretty Ghost, you know, nothing crazy out there so far.
Now the sweet's gone sour, seeping down the cracks, getting worse by the hour. The viral attacks. In the middle of the night it beats. In the middle of the night it eats you.
Now that piece right there sounded like harmonic minor. It sounded like a minor third, and I don't know. It's hard to tell without a guitar right away, but very strange in the second verse. I like that little passage though.
Everybody knows. Everywhere I go, I can never run and I cannot hide. I'm done.
Yeah, that pre-chorus is super strange. All of his choices, his note choices are kind of strange and out there. It sounds like he's almost going for like a diminished kind of harmonic minor tone.
Over someone like you. I'm done crying. Hope you're feeling.
So just theory-wise, whenever you do add something in harmonic minor, Hungarian minor, or just a natural Aeolian minor, just a flat third, and then go into a power chorus like this, which is just all majors, just power chords, pretty standard 70s, 80s kind of rock, it definitely gives you a huge shift or jump. So think about that when you're songwriting. If most bands that are rock or metal don't ever play them in major, which gives you that super happy kind of tone right there. But when you do compare it to a minor tone right before, it's going to give you kind of a head changing kind of whoa, what just happened kind of thing. So it is cool when bands do this. Is nobody really ever plays a major, so it's odd to hear harmonic minor and then major. Little harmonized Thin Lizzy kind of minor third solo. That's cool. It also sounds like they're in standard tuning, that's super weird. I mean, most bands nowadays in rock and metal are tuned down extremely low, even more than new metal. So to hear somebody on a Fender Strat or some kind of Strat bodied guitar playing in standard tuning is kind of odd nowadays. Knowing lead singers and being a hired gun and touring a lot of different bands, I have to say it's odd to me that every lead singer doesn't have like wings or something weird. It's the ego. So I mean, it's kind of crazy that he just had some kind of bat wings or something. That looked cool. I like the callback. I like the fact that they're playing a little bit of lead guitar in between the vocal stuff. It definitely gives off, because of the harmonic minor, in case you guys don't know that scale, Avenged Sevenfold. They use it in everything. So this gives off a very light Avenged Sevenfold kind of vibe. Love the giant, ridiculous drum set to play one beat throughout the song. It looks cool, at least.
Over someone like you.
Cool little visual at the end. I definitely have to say, so for Ghost, it sounded like Ghost. That's kind of what they do. They do the 70s kind of rock stuff with a little bit of 80s feel. If you told me right now that I'm lying and that this wasn't Ghost and instead this was like an Alice Cooper song, I would totally believe you. Sounds like it could have been from that 1980s Alice Cooper-y kind of vibe. It's cool. I don't know if anything goes on here at the end. Yeah, just fading out the video. Wow, they have credits. You spend money on a music video when you have to have like 70 freaking people that were involved, credits involved. Yeah. Cool, though. So, yeah, overall, great video. Kind of what I expected musically. But they used some cool stuff in there. Would I jam that one? Probably not. But, I mean, if I heard it on the radio, I'd probably leave it on. Pretty cool.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey everybody, this is your boy Jesse Saint. Today we're going to be doing a reaction video for a band called Art of Dying. These are friends of mine. I've actually done some shows with them. I know I've done quite a few big festival dates. It's a radio rock band. But I do remember we played Alaska one time. That was pretty cool. This song is brand new. It's called, I was about ready to say The Ocean. Just Ocean. Let's check it out.
He was a young man trying to understand, carving a path, trying not to look back, but there were times he couldn't resist. Torn by the fringes, like a door without hinges.
Already a perfect build-up, especially for radio rock. So the big thing when you're building a song like this, if you're a musician out there, and I've been in like 19 different bands as a hired gun, most of which, a couple metal bands, but most of which were kind of this kind of style, is you really want to start out with just a couple of stacked vocals and then move into a harmony piece. Now, this band right here has an amazing backup singer and lead singer, so I'm imagining this is only going to grow into a huge chorus with, you know, thirds and fifths and seventh harmonies above and below the natural vocal.
So hard to gauge, some days didn't want to exist. He knelt by the bed, closed his eyes and said, I feel like an ocean looking up to the sky.
I guessed it. So yeah, it sounds like there's definitely some octaves, a seventh, maybe a third, and a fifth. This is the type of song, the style of song where it was probably written around this chorus, meaning they had an awesome idea for a bunch of harmonies and then this big, huge radio rock chorus, and then I'm guessing that the song got pasted in around this idea, because that's an awesome chorus so far.
Sky, void of devotion, taking no sides. Down in the darkness, the deepness, the abyss inside. I feel like an ocean.
That was clever, the abyss inside. You actually could understand the word abyss. So I've tried to use the word abyss. I have used the word abyss in lyrics in a ton of different songs, and it's really hard to sing it loudly and people be able to understand what you're saying, the diction involved. It's easy to warble abyss and but this guy has extremely good diction. His enunciation is on point. Like I said, these guys are awesome. If you haven't heard them or seen them live, definitely check them out.
And up to the sky, head down in the hallway.
So that sounded like a flat third, like I'm going from not major, but they're just playing power chords, so there's no implied minor third to make it minor until that little point. I think it's super cool in choruses when people play your regular 4 chords, pretty standard, and then later shift something strange underneath the vocals. That was really cool right there.
Not sure why he felt shame. What did he do? Why was he so moved by the path with the most resistance? Sang like a choir boy, alone in the alley, kicking up dirt to cover the hurt. Could he find the strength to go the distance? I feel like an ocean.
Kind of gives off a little bit of Shinedown-ish kind of vibes. I know that this band is Canadian, so also a little bit of Theory of a Dead. Are they just called Theory now? Theory of a Dead Man. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
Looking up to the sky, void of devotion, taking no sides. Down in the darkness.
Now, I will also say, I haven't checked it out yet, but there's also a vocals-only version of this, a cappella. So if you guys want to check it out and kind of hear the harmonies in there, this is really a music lesson on how to create giant harmonies that fit really well into a big radio rock type chorus. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. That is a lot of really well done vocals that are not overly auto-tuned. That sounds like somebody can sing the damn thing and they just nailed it.
The deepness, the abyss inside. I feel like an ocean looking up to the sky. But now in his 30s, he buries his worries in bottles of wine.
kind of a crack on Alcoholics, which this band's been around for a long time. Like I said, I've done some shows with them. That was a funny little poke. And like I said, I'm looking at the video, so I'm staring at the lyrics right now. But if I wasn't, I would understand every single thing the guy's saying. Like I said, great enunciation here.
Up a light, closes his eyes, grips his hands tight, whispers those words as he bows his head.
Ooh, little sweeping, little arpeggio in there in a radio rock song. That's cool. Really, he's sweeping up into what it sounds like it's getting ready to start a solo. Here, let's check that out again.
Whispers those words as he bows his
Just a little arpeggio sweeping up into a solo. That was super cool at the end. Yeah, really way to kind of throw it into left field.
Void of devotion, taking the signs. Down in the darkness, the deepness.
That was cool too. A little layered classical guitar harmony, kind of a little classical flair in the middle of a radio rock song.
Abyss inside, I feel like an ocean, looking up to the sky. I feel like an ocean, looking up to the sky. Void of devotion, taking no signs. Down in the darkness, the deepness, the abyss inside. I feel like an ocean, looking up to the sky.
And I feel that was a masterpiece in vocal layering right there. Very good song. Obviously, when it comes to radio rock, nothing super crazy on the instrumental stuff, except for the fact that they had layered classical guitars in there. They went minor in the middle of a major chorus. A lot of cool stuff there. I dig it. Like I said, that is Art of Dying, and definitely go check out their other songs. They've been around for, I don't want to guess, 10, 15 years. They've been around for a long time. And once again, another masterful song. Have a good one, guys.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Jesse Saint. Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a reaction video. It's going to be a little bit of an older song, but this is a new channel, so I am going to be going backwards and checking out some songs that are older that I haven't got a chance to check out. And this one is a special one. This band today, quit moving the mic around. This band today is a band that used to be, I would say, probably one of the best bands ever. Because I was in it. Dun-dun-shh. So anyway, this is the band Through Fire. I don't know if any of you guys have heard them. Radio rock band, had quite a few hits. Now, obviously, I was in the band. I played all the songs a million times. But this particular one is, I believe, the last one they put out. It's called Dead Winter. And this one, I believe, is their last song. They're taking a break for a while as a band. So we started this band in like 2015. So I think it's about right at the 10-year mark. But I don't know what to expect. Honestly, with this band, I was in two different bands that basically had two different names. It was the same band, Emphatic and Through Fire. And this could be anything from a power like rock ballad to a heavy song with screaming. Absolutely no idea. Let's go ahead and check it out. of sound like there's a whammy pedal or something there. There's a cool little guitar line in that first heavy riff. Sounds like it's dropping straight into vocal stuff.
We'll never feel alive when we're buried underneath the avalanche. We're buried underneath all of.
This is kind of a going theme in radio rock, where you start out a song by dropping out all of the music, and then starting in with vocals, usually just one single vocal with a backup, and then usually an octave down mixed in. And then about halfway through your second line, or going into the third line, is when you start adding in the minor, the flat third, minor third harmonies in. Sometimes you can put some weird harmonies in there, like a fifth or a seventh, and kind of stack it. But this is pretty standard radio rock so far. So you've got a big harmony part. Sounds like it's going to build up into a big gigantic chorus. Most of these songs do. So let's see how it goes.
Buried underneath all of your lies. Maybe we're out of time. Maybe we'll never find.
Like the double time. I like the layered screams in there. Honestly, that's pretty new for this band. They don't usually layer a ton of screams. Usually just one single scream kind of put in there. Nice layering, nice recording so far.
Buried underneath all of your lies. In a love so cold, like the dead of winter. Because of you, there's ice in my soul. Is this what you wanted? A love so cold, like the dead winter.
But I like the chorus. I'm a big fan of going halftime with the drums and choruses. Allows you to hear a little bit of more of the enunciation within the singer, being able to tell what they're saying. And then they're starting to go back into full time from halftime, so which kind of gives you that feeling of you're like climbing. If you're going hiking, you're slowly climbing up. It's slow, and then it starts to pick up, and then it'll probably jump back into, I believe it was double time in the verse. Let's check it out. But so far, the chorus, it's cool. Definitely some cool vocal stuff in there. The way that Grant's wording everything. Musically, pretty standard 4-chord.
No one can rescue you, no one can rescue me. We're both too far gone to dig ourselves out of this grave. Is this what you wanted? To lie where you lay in a love so cold.
Surprised there's no pre-chorus there, but that was cool. I like how it jumped right back in. So this song, once again, is kind of, if anything, a vocal lesson in how you build a song from scratch, from the verse, building up to a really thick layered chorus. Most of these type of songs, when you're talking about rock and metal, you're talking about. I mean, I know it sounds to you guys out there, if you haven't recorded albums before, that this is a awesome singer singing one track. It's probably about 14, anywhere from 10 to, I've seen. Depends on how many vocal lines there are, especially if there's a bunch of ad-libs and weird stuff in the middle, but that's probably about at least 10 stacked harmonies, and it sounds great. Like I said, it's kind of the way you want to do things for this kind of style, which is radio rock, active rock. I hate to call it the butt rock, which is a lot of people use that word. I never use that phrase. Just active rock, radio rock. So. Super new metal. That's kind of new for this band. So kind of your atypical going into a breakdown, lo-fi guitar, new metal. Sounds like it's out of the key of B minor. It was cool. Super simple. I mean, it's just a minor pentatonic mixed with a couple of notes out of Aeolian. Sorry, natural minor scale. So pretty standard chorus. He's just kind of noodling underneath of the vocal line building up. But it was a good shift upwards rather than using like a piano note or something else to kind of rise and lift up. And adding a bunch of ad-lib, extra high singing stuff into a third chorus is always the way to make it sound really thick and fat. And it's boring. You've already heard the chorus twice, so why not add a bunch of new stuff to kind of give ear candy towards your final. Well, it looks like there's a little bit of It's hard for me to tell, but pretty sure back when I was in the band, I worked on a song with him kind of like that. It was cool. I definitely dug it. Sounds like a hit. Pretty standard, nothing crazy going on in the music to kind of shift things around. 4 chords, kind of power rock kind of stuff. If you guys like this band, I believe they have one more. I think they're kind of done as a band, but I believe they have one more show. So definitely, they're called Through Fire. Go check them out online. Pretty sure that they're everywhere. And check out that final show because, like I said, great band, been around for about 10 years. I don't think they said that they're calling it quits, per se. But they're not going to be touring. I think they're just going to be putting out some songs. So anyway, thanks for listening, guys, and have a great one. Hey, welcome back to Jesse Saint World. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Today we are going to do a reaction video for A Killer's Confession, Hollow.
Jesse Saint World.
Let's see what key that is right quick. Sounds right, doesn't it? So key of F minor. It sounds right. I'll go ahead and start it out from the top.
Hide it, I know your little dirty secret. Never see me.
Cool costumes for sure.
Lay low, 'cause I ain't gonna keep it. Suffocate. I need you look on time, can't wait. This is a lucky joke. Filled with hate. I bet you feel alone. How did you get so hollow?
At the Clock Strikes Midnight was super cool. That was different.
Catching on to what you do through the rage and the pain, but now I'm seeing through. Suffocate. I'll leave you in the cold. Time can't wait. This is a life you chose. Filled with hate. I bet you feel alone. Why are you not so alone? Red eyes, bloodshot in the moonlight. You've been running away from your life.
Sick video. That was cool. Looking through your dead eyes.
Bloodshot in the moonlight. You've been running away from your lies. The heart strikes midnight. Shame has no pity for the faceless. You get nothing. No tears left to cry. Looking through your dead eyes. Dead eyes.
Wow, very cool, very cool. All right, guys. So yeah, that was super cool. Definitely the costuming was cool. I know that this is former members of Mushroomhead. Am I right? The lead singer, actually two of the people, Stitch and Waylon, I believe, are both from Mushroomhead. This song right here, it's been about a year since, I believe it's been about a year since the song Greed came out. When I first heard that, I was hooked. This band is freaking amazing. And I have to say, I've watched a couple of their videos. They're all kind of different quality. This one was super cool. It definitely looked like a place that would be cool to go check out and do like urban exploring kind of deal. Let's see, to rate this. The song, Hollow, by A Killer's Confession, it is F minor. And I believe the riff was... something like that. If you want to learn how to play it, like I said, out of the key of F minor. Like I said, these guys do not disappoint. That was freaking awesome. Like I said, I really liked Greed. I should probably do a reaction video for Greed as well. So on this show, we rate everything from 1 to 10. Now, if it's rock or metal, it's probably starting out as a 5, right? Naturally, everything I'm going to like if I'm going to put it on my roster of things to react to. Dude. That song right there, I will give a 9. And that is just because, like I said, before I heard the song Greed, and I already thought that song was a 9 or a 10. It was near perfect. You know, great video. The costuming was really cool. I've seen quite a few bands, especially after Sleep Token coming out, that are sporting the whole wearing masks or face makeup. And this band does it better and more professionally than just about anybody, as you could imagine, coming from the band Mushroomhead. I'm sticking with that. Now, all ratings are subject to change, but for now, yeah, I will give that a 9. Let's go ahead and get on to our next reaction.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey guys, this is your boy Jesse Saint. Today we're doing some reaction videos. This one is a brand new band. Been getting a ton of press lately. They're called President, and the name of the song is The Name of the Father.
Jesse Saint World.
Now, hey, I just wanted to say real quick, did you know up to 76% of you guys are not subscribed? Okay, I'm kidding. I don't even know how to find that within the analytics. But I know a ton of you aren't subscribed, so you should try it. Give it a shot. Subscribe. Hey, what could it hurt, right? All right, let's dive right in. President, in the name of the Father. Strange little sound there. What is that? G. G minor. So G minor, D sharp, probably D sharp tuning, sleep token tuning. Oh. A sharp. F, back to G minor. D sharp. A sharp, major. Then F.
We all choose to find hope, because hope is choosing.
All right, so we'll restart the song, but quickly, if you want to know how to play this song, we got a G minor. I'm just using down here because they're obviously in a really low, I believe it's the sleep token tuning, isn't it? Let me know down here in the comments if you guys know. I believe that sleep token tunes to D sharp, E sharp, A sharp, then to the F. F major. There we go. All right. Just in case you wanted to learn how to play it, it's out of the key of G minor. Cool video so far. Get the lyrics up. If you know where that's from, let us know down in the comments. I don't know the sample.
In a meaningless world.
Nice high screen. 4/4, but it's got a strange overtone in the background that knocks it off. I'm 4/4 time. Obviously that gives me a sleep token kind of thing. Some kind of killer bridge breakdown is cooking. Sorry about that. I didn't know where it was going. I guess that was it. Yeah. So the end of that was super creative. I liked the little just vocal outro kind of thing. Wow. So that's a brand new band, guys. I'm trying to think of where I saw the advertisement. I believe they're playing. I'm guessing Download or Wacken, right? Maybe Download Festival. Let me know in the comments if you know what festival it is they're playing. So this is their song that's out. The thing about worship stuck out to me, right? And I believe that's because of they're a masked anonymous band, so it immediately makes you think of Sleep Token. I believe they are in. So the key of the song is not D sharp, which is most Sleep Token songs, but it is in D sharp tuning, I believe, is what it sounded like. It's obviously, I'm in regular. And I believe they're just riding the G and the D sharp, so you just basically... G minor to the D sharp to the A sharp, right? And then F. So out of the key of G minor. It's kind of cool. I will definitely say for the band's first song, I always absolutely love pissing off you Sleep Token fans, but no, I like Sleep Token for what they are. It's just if I have any kind of issue with Sleep Token at all, it's going to be on the vocals. For some reason, those vocals connect with a lot of you guys. You guys love the lore, but it's not super huge with me. This band, on the other hand, has a huge Deftones kind of thing going on. And I don't mean that in any way like they're ripping off didn't sound anything like a Deftones song. Just mainly the vocal notes when it hit the very first part of the chorus, I believe. Very Deftonesy. And I love it, man. I can't get enough Deftones. Always loved them since they came out. So if this is the new band, I'm not saying that they're supposed to rival Sleep Token or that anybody's trying to do that. I'm just saying if you're in D-sharp tuning and you come out with masks on, it's a pretty good shot that somebody's going to compare you to Sleep Token. And I will say... I like the vocals a lot more in this. It's very Deftonesy, not that they're ripping off Deftones in any way, shape, or form. It's just very Deftones-y, especially when they hit the chorus note when it first came in. The worship thing made me think of Sleep Token. So as far as a rating, I will give them... let's give them an 8. A brand new band. Definitely don't want you guys trying to kill me in the comments over a brand new artist, but yeah, let's give them an 8. All of my ratings are subject to change, and all are from 1 to 10. If it's rock or metal, it's probably starting out at a 5 because I love rock and metal. But yeah, I would say this band just gave a solid 8. Room to improve, but not a whole lot. All right, have a great day, guys.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here. There's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Jesse Saint. We are doing reaction videos today, and our next one up is your guys' favorite musician of all time, Mr. Ronnie Radke. No, I'm excited about this one. I hope I'm not wrong with this, but I believe this one is the one with Marilyn Manson, right? I've always been a huge fan of Marilyn, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. This one is called God is a Weapon.
Jesse Saint World.
Don't forget to subscribe. Did you know that up to 80% of you guys are not subscribed? Let's dive right into the song. This is Falling in Reverse, God is a Weapon. E minor. Sounds like low rock E tuning. E minor, C, A minor. C, A minor. Oh. Sorry, don't want to ruin it. All right, so if you want to learn how to play this song on guitar, it is just an E minor, C major, A minor. Very similar to a lot of the other Manson songs that have came out. And I don't want to ruin his part, so as always, we're just going to go ahead and start it back from the beginning and listen all the way through. So, once again, E minor, key of E minor, and then the chords are E minor, C, A minor. So far. As I damage my guitar and beat the crap out of it. Alright, let's dive back in from the top. Ronnie looks like he's gunning up a little bit, like he's working out. video is insanely good. Like all of Ronnie's videos.
My sinful confession, you're my answer.
That was dope. Throwing out some very opera-esque. All right, so that was it. It ended quite abruptly, I have to say. Holy crap, man, that was cool. That was a really cool video. I will say almost everything that I've seen from Ronnie Radke, especially lately, is amazing. Okay, so as far as the song, like I said, it's out of E minor. It sounds like he is in dropped E tuning. So you think of standard tuning being in just E, so a whole entire octave below that. So it would be E, E minor, C, A minor. And then when it comes into the chorus, he starts with the super low tuned, just exact same thing. It's just E, C, A over and over again. So at the beginning of this song, I do have to say, Ronnie's vocals didn't really do that much for me, but what I think he was doing is he was putting down a platform of something that, since I knew Manson was in the song, that Manson could do as well. Now, Manson is an amazing performer, somebody from my generation. When I was coming up, I've opened up for him at festivals many, many times. He is not an amazing high singer. He can't belt out chest and head voice. So I think Ronnie purposefully kept it pretty chill at the beginning of this. And then after he let Manson sing and do his thing, then he kind of went crazy with it. He did the big opera note. I thought that was especially cool. Going into kind of a scream. The screams weren't super crazy. I like the lyrics, the whole, if God, did he say, if God is a woman, then God is a weapon? Is that what he's going for? If you guys know, just put it down in the comments. So for a rating, so on this channel we rate everything from 1 to 10. If it is rock or metal, it's automatically at a 5 because we love rock and metal, right? We wouldn't give one of our favorite bands or artists a 3. Know what I mean? Let's keep it cool. Let's keep it happy. I will give this a 7.5. And the reason why I said 7.5 and not an 8 or a 7 is because I really believe a lot in Ronnie. I believe that Ronnie could have wrote a way crazier, cooler song, but instead he wrote more of a Manson song. A very chill, very similar to the other Manson type songs, you know what I mean? So there was nothing super crazy in this. I like the fact that he did something in more of a standard tuning with the E minor, C, A minor. That's just old school strumming cowboy chords, right? And then he went a whole octave below E minor down for the chorus, right? And it was just the same notes. It was just a chuggy kind of da-da-da-da-da-da-da, or just not chuggy, but just a picked low E an octave below. But yeah, 7.5. Good song, not the craziest song, not the craziest version of Singing High or no guitar leads, nothing fancy in this song, you know what I mean? Very stripped down. So yeah, very, very chill song. And like I said, it's 7.5, subject to change. All right, guys, have a good one.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Jesse Saint. Today we are doing a reaction video for Lorna Shore, Oblivion.
Jesse Saint.
Did you guys know that up to 75% of you are not subscribed? You should do it. Subscribe. Just try it. Why not? All right, let's dive right in. Looks like they're dragging a body somewhere. Alright, so we're at a key of D sharp, from what I can hear coming in. Let's go ahead and diagnose this song. So we're out of the key of D sharp. So if you're in standard tuning like I am on an old acoustic guitar. And so whenever I hear death metal, the number one thing that's going to make me do is think of either harmonic minor or Hungarian minor scales. Now those are the most kind of quote-unquote evil sounding scales, and that would be out of the key of D sharp. And I imagine that these guys that are on, it looks like, I'll have to start it over again, but it looks like they were on 7 strings, so I imagine they're on like low D sharp, like the Sleep Token kind of tuning thing, or somewhere down there low like that. So they're in D sharp, they got an A sharp in there, B, and the D, so. Incredible video so far, I have to say. If you guys know where they shot this video, let me know in the comments. Super cool looking. This intro. That drummer is a monster. So far, this is amazing. This is brutal.
quality. This is awesome. You know it's a great death metal tune if you don't know when to headbang. Got some link to it. Dude, that was amazing. I think that might be hands down the most expensive death metal video I think I've ever seen. If you guys know where they shot that, let me know down in the comments. Holy crap, man. That was... Dude, it felt like a 10-minute song. That was 8 minutes and 30 seconds. You do want to know how to play guitar along with this. You'd want to play the Hungarian minor scale off of the 11th fret. That'd be D sharp. So the main two chords that were within the song is just D sharp minor and A sharp minor. So D sharp minor, A sharp minor. And I believe the scale, it sounds like it's a Hungarian minor, which is a sharp 4th and 7th from Aeolian, if you know your music theory. And if you don't, hey, you can always watch my videos, right? A ton of you aren't subscribed. Yeah, so check out my videos. I explain more about a little bit more about music theory. All right, key of D sharp minor, and then the two chords that I can hear, like I said, it's death metal. The two chords that I can hear that are floating back and forth in this song is D sharp minor and A sharp minor. And I will say this is probably one of the most impressive death metal songs that I've heard. And I grew up on death. I've done a couple tours with some bands that were kind of close to that genre. From 1 to 10, man, this is going to be a hard one because I feel like you guys are going to destroy me in the comments no matter what I say about this song. Man, because of the amazing video, the fact that it looks like a brand new like Death Stranding kind of game. I don't know if you guys are big video gamers, but the video kind of looked like it was a a Death Stranding but dragging around bodies kind of mountaineering kind of game. It was just a bunch of really cool shots of all kinds of post-apocalyptic kind of stuff, and I have to say that's extremely good shots there. The music was over the top. That drummer's a beast. Will Ramos delivered once again. Let's do a 9. Yeah. So from 1 to 10, I give that a 9. Like I said, it's really hard to beat. That video was impossible to beat. And the song itself was super cool. Like I said, it's got to be in my top 10, top 20 videos now. Awesome, guys. So that one's a 9. Lorna Shore, Oblivion. Have a great day.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey, this is your boy Jesse Saint. Today we've got a special one for you. We are doing a reaction video for Sleep Token. A little bit late. I know the full album release was a couple of weeks ago. Today we're going to do one. I do have to say that I gave myself about 20 seconds to preview each of the Sleep Token songs. And the thing that immediately hit me was the song Dangerous. So today, Sleep Token, Dangerous.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey, did you guys know that you have not subscribed? I've looked, up to 70 like something% haven't subscribed. Just do it. All you got to do is click a button. Give it a try.
Let's dive right in. Sleep Token, Dangerous.
I wish I could have known, but look in your eyes would echo in mine and go back out of my mind across the line. When was the last time I felt like this? That desire and change its place. It's like a dangerous suit.
B minor. G major, B minor, G major, E minor, back to B minor. All right, if you guys are wanting to play along with me today, I always try and teach everybody at least the first part of the first riff. So this one's coming in pretty slow. It's Sleep Token. Come on. So the first one is B minor. And I, as soon as he hit the chord, I could tell he was picking around on some kind of B minor chord. G major, E minor, B minor, and it sounds like the second time he was going to go to an A major or an A minor, or maybe like a sus or something. There we go. Yeah, maybe like a sus. So B minor, G major, E minor, and then to an A sus on the second time. It sounds like the first time he just goes right back to B minor. Let's go ahead and start the song over. I always like to start things over. I don't want to ruin the beautiful chorus with me messing around on guitar. All right. Oh. All right, from the top.
I wish I could have known that the look in your eyes would echo in mine and go back.
It stays on B minor. B minor, G major, E minor,
I thought I
That was it.
Sorry, I should have made like a mask like Nick Nocturnal did with the with the paper plate. So I have to say this is song number 2 for me for reacting to Sleep Token, and I have to say I think I picked well. This song was very, very cool. Sorry if you heard me messing around on guitar in there a little bit. I was trying to figure out where they were going with that. So they're starting out in B minor. Pretty odd for them since they're typically in D sharp tuning. And if you're wondering, this is the exact same chord that starts out Hotel California. So if you kind of see what I mean. So it starts out V minor into G major. And then it sounds like it goes to an E minor. And then the first time it goes back to B minor. And then as the song advances, it's going to go from B minor to G major to E minor. And then it'll go to A sharp. I don't know if you heard that in the chorus. So from B minor to G, that's a 1-6-4. So it goes 1-6-4, 1-6-4, 1-6-4, and then it goes up to the A, which is the 7. So 1-6-4-7 progression for this song. Very pretty song. I take back some of what I said about Sleep Token. This is a very pretty song. It didn't start with piano. Had really, really cool heavy parts. Some of them were down-tuned to where I couldn't really tell what was going on. But the basis for the song is B minor, G major, E minor, and then at some point it goes to A and then A sharp in the chorus. So, to the important part. So on this channel, we give everything a rating, and today we're going to go ahead and start. I'm just going to start by saying that we give all songs a 1 to 10 rating. Everything on this channel so far has been rock and metal, so we're at least going to give it a 5. You wouldn't want to give a band like Sleep Token anything less than they deserve, correct? I'm sure I will hear it in the comments if I mess this up. So I didn't handpick this song because I'd heard it before. I gave myself 20 seconds to listen to each of the newer Sleep Token songs as they came out. And this is the first one within the first 20 seconds that I heard that did not start with piano and the really low cut of singing thing that he does. This one started out a little different, so I'm glad I chose this one. I will give this, from 1 to 10, I will give this song an 8. A solid 8. Now, the reason why I say 8 and not an 8.5 or a 9, I know this is Sleep Token, I know you guys love the band and love the lore, is simply because the music video was just the even though it was a very cool image, it was just the one image, the GIF, I guess you can still call those GIFs, of just that little banner waving in the breeze. Yeah, I feel pretty good about 8. So like I said, this song didn't stick out as the craziest song ever, but it was very, very cool. B minor, so kind of an odd key for Sleep Token. And I have to say I really enjoyed this one. Not too long. It wasn't in the 5 or 6 minute range. It was just kind of in the 4 minute regular song range. So yeah, have a good day.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey everybody, what's up? This is your boy Jesse Saint, and today we are doing a reaction video for Electric Callboy Reverie.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey, did you guys know that up to 70% of you are not subscribed? Just subscribe. All you gotta do is click a button. It's not that hard. Don't you want to watch all my videos? Huh? Alright, let's jump right in. Electric Callboy Reverie.
Hush, my darling, can you see the midnight sun? Midnight sun, close your eyes, it's time to dream.
key of A. A minor. Kind of switching between A and A flat. Man, that was super cool. Didn't really know what to expect. You know, the last song I heard was the Elevator Operator. But yeah, so that song right there, like I said, key of A minor. There in that breakdown, I'm sorry if you heard me kind of jamming along with that, but it was just an octave thing. So you're going from the A note on the top string to the 8th fret, which would be a C note. So you're going and just moving down one string each time. So the chorus, it was weird. It kind of switched up on us. So it went to F, to A, to D, or sorry, to C. So F, G, A, sorry, A minor, B to C, to G. So F, G, A, B, C, down to the G. And then the rest of the song is just playing off of that A and then the A flat. Like I said, playing that strange scale, the gypsy minor scale. And if you want a better breakdown of how to play that scale, just go ahead and check out some more of my videos, man. There's a ton of them. So you can learn a little bit of music theory and some scales as well. All right, so key of A minor, really cool song. Didn't really know what to expect. I mean, most of their songs have the big unsit, 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 unsit thing that goes along in it. It did have those vibes, only in the chorus. The breakdown was super cool too. I would definitely say this is one of my new favorites by them. I was kind of getting sick, at least a little bit, of just the constant unsit, unsit ones like Hypa Hypa. See, we got it right there, the elevator operator. I mean, they've created their own tone, which is super cool, but they haven't varied from it very much. Now, this song was more like some of their older tracks, which I've checked out, which are more kind of their standard song before they found the funny vibe that they have. So what you guys are waiting for. So this channel, we always give everyone a numerical, I usually go from 5 to 10. So the ratings on this channel are from 1 to 10, pretty obvious. We always do rock and metal, so we're going to at least give everybody a 5 because we love rock and metal, right? For them, I would still say Hypa Hypa is probably my favorite one by them. It's very hard for me. I want to give them a way higher rating, but this one was a little bit less catchy than some of the other ones, but I still love it. And like I said, it sounds more like a real song, a regular song for them to write, than the over-the-top, funny, super pop stuff that they do as well. Like I said, 8.5 on this one, and it's subject to change. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I wanted to give them an 8, but I guess I'll give them an 8.5 on this. Really cool song, and I like the fact that it wasn't all silly and just funny. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here. There's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey guys, today we are doing a reaction video for Parkway Drive, Sacred.
Jesse Saint World.
And hey, did you know that up to 75% of you are not subscribed? Go ahead and subscribe down below. Alright, let's jump right in. Parkway Drive, Sacred.
But this is the last one. Samayana, so glorious one song. I am a splinter of the poison that you think you know. But if you listen well, I know a place where our dreams are real enough. I see a time where the sun shines bright enough. I feel a path beneath my feet. I feel it.
Pretty cool so far. Didn't want to ruin that chorus. So, if you want to play along with this song today, guys, just out of standard tuning, go up to your B minor. So the song is out of B minor. You can do that off the 2nd fret on the A, or you can go up to the 7th fret on the E string. We got a D major and a C. Sounds like he's sliding into it, kind of a. And then there goes the D and the C. Out of the key of B minor if you're playing along today. And as usual, we will go ahead and start the song back from the beginning because I really don't want to screw up that beautiful chorus that sounds like it was getting ready to come in. All right. video is freaking awesome so far. That's dope. Did he say Sorry. Did he say unbroken hordes? Let me know in the comments. Sounds cool.
The way you want it, like this is a big shot. Take my hand, cause the truth is a mic drop. In every fraction of the fiction that they put on show is a cycle and overload. I know a place where your dreams are real enough. I know a place where the sky is close enough. Feel a grass beneath your feet. You know it's always in your reach, so let's go. This time of feelings, I won't be defeated. I won't feel the pain to stand apart. This time I'll take it. This time is sacred. Reset the wounds they tore apart. Unbroken, I'm gonna live my life where eagles stand. Tiny house, bad ass, faces of the bad ass. Sleep with the mayor's panic and anxiety. I sweep my will remains.
That was awesome.
You gotta live your life where eagles Time I feel it. I won't be defeated. I won't feel the fear to stand apart. This time I'll take it. The sun is starting to run. Reset the wounds they tore apart. Unbroken heart. Unbroken heart.
Dude, that was awesome. Sorry, I just wanted to see if there was anything that happens after the credits there. Wow, so that was super cool. The song is out of B minor. B minor, D and a C. It also sounded like it went up to a G at some point in there. Anyway, that I will say is probably one of my new favorite songs by Parkway Drive. Super awesome, man. I really dug that one. All right. So what you guys have been waiting for, as in every episode, we will be rating this song from 1 to 10. Now, anything that's rock and metal on this channel naturally gets a 5, because we're not going to hate on any of our people, right? So, anywhere from 5 to 10. I will give this one, damn, there's so many Parkway Drive songs that I like, and so many of them, no offense, it's actually, I'm speaking good on these guys. So many of them kind of sound the same, and that's because they just have, that metalcore sound is theirs, man. They've got it down pat. I will give this an 8. I wanted to give it an 8.5, but I'm like, the music video was super, super cool. Hard to beat that music video, I will say. The song had a cool little solo in there. Pretty standard metalcore, though. Like I said, super cool song. Dig it. Definitely going to have to listen to it a couple more times. And any of my ratings on this channel are subject to change. But for right now, really solid song. Parkway Drive Sacred. I will give it an 8. All right. You guys have a good day. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Jesse Saint. Today we are doing some more reaction videos. We've got Orbit Culture, The Tales of War.
Jesse Saint World.
Did you guys know that up to 70% of you are not subscribed? I'm not really sure what the exact metric is, but you should subscribe. All you got to do is click. Give it a shot. All right, let's jump in. All right, so we've got G sharp minor and then F sharp major. Starting with G sharp minor. Oh, that's super cool. Something like that. All right, we'll start it over again from the top. But if you want to go ahead and play along today, guys, we are in standard tuning, just regular old E tuning. We're going to be playing off of the 4th fret on the top string. That is G sharp, and we're going to start with minor. So then F sharp major. And it sounds like so far, I mean, we're not that far into it. It's just doing the G minor and the F sharp major. So far, it's super cool.
Chasing the
can solo out of G sharp minor, pentatonic, and prelude minor. Dude, awesome. Super. So in the chorus, at least, it's just literally just the G sharp minor and then the F sharp, like we said before. Just a. So literally just those two chords primarily throughout the song are just going back and forth. So like I said, G sharp minor, F sharp major, and you can solo out of the G sharp minor off the fourth fret. All right. I will say that band right there is probably the band that is going to continue metal going on into the future, man. Especially when you talk about old school metal that we all kind of grew up on. They are really, really just taking it to another level. They're not adding in any pop. They're not adding in any kind of strange anything to it, man. It's literally just metal. Of it. So what you guys have been waiting for, the very end. Let's go ahead and give it a rating. So all the ratings here on this channel are from 1 to 10. So I will give this one an 8.5. And the reason why is the video was over the top. It was very well done. It was edited well. I love how many of their, I don't know if it's just, see that it's Century Media, that's who they're signed to. I don't know if it's their film team over there or, who is in control of the direction, but I really like that kind of, that blue screen, that kind of feel to it. A lot of their videos kind of have the same feel, don't they, with Orbit Culture? You have to say, man, if there's literally only one band that is going to take old school metal and preserve it and bring it to the future without adding a bunch of pop to it, it's going to be Orbit Culture. I think they're really, I think they're the band that's gonna keep it alive, right? All right. So if you wanted to play this song today, then you would be playing out of, was it G sharp minor? And primarily the two chords were G sharp minor and F sharp major, right? So it's in the key of G sharp minor. And like I said, I will give this one an 8.5. All of my ratings are subject to change. But yeah, for now, because the video was so cool, and because this band possibly alone is the only one that's going to keep doing the old school type metal, we'll give them an 8.5. All right, thanks for tuning in today, guys. Have a good one.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts, all that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Jesse Saint. Today we are doing a reaction video for Slaughter to Prevail, Russian Grizzly in America.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey, did you guys know that up to 70% of you are not subscribed? why don't you just subscribe? It's not. Let's jump right in. Today we're doing Slaughter to Prevail, Russian Grizzly in America. Let's get to it. So let's jump right into it. If you want to play along today, just grab a guitar. This one's in regular tuning. There's an E major chord if you need to tune up. All right, so this song right now, it sounds like it's just going A sharp. Sounds like he's using the chromatic notes. Now the chromatic scale would be A sharp, B, C, C sharp. So it sounds like it's going... some kind of weird kind of disruption in there, but it's basically just going from the B to the A sharp note. Love the bear costume.
Там, где всегда мороз, стеной медведи, а земную живут в столице, подожду в море, а вот
The song's in A sharp minor, and what they're playing off of here is all of the chromatic notes. So you have the A sharp, the B, the C, then the C sharp, and it sounded like in there they were doing a little. All right, so right out of A sharp minor. When you're playing out of A sharp minor, just add the chromatic notes. Like that. You have to say, for a death metal song, it was super cool. Really into it. The video was funny, which is kind of strange for death metal, right? Or whatever you want to call it. Syncore, whatever it is that you're into calling it. It was different. It was definitely a funny video. Enjoyed it. So, what rating am I going to give it? So we always do ratings anywhere from 1 to 10. Or with this song today, I give it... I've listened to a lot of Slaughter to Prevail. I was on this exact same record label as them, Sumerian. I'm not sure if they're still on Sumerian, but they were at one point. We'll give this one a 7.5. I liked Viking a lot more. I was waiting on the huge scream part. They did have one in there, and it was super cool, but I didn't hear anything super crazy in there. I'm going to stick with 7.5. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. 7.5 for Slaughter to Prevail, and this one is called Russian Grizzly in America. Also, if you like this hat, make sure to check out my Etsy store, Among Saints. Also, we have another store called Saint Coffee and Candle. You like coffee? You like candles? We have all of that. Go check out my stuff. Go shop at my store. All right. Have a good day.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. Hey everybody, this is your boy Jesse Saint, and today we're doing a reaction video for Mammoth: The End.
Jesse Saint World.
Or Thriller. It kind of looks like Thriller, honestly. All right, let's dive right in. Did you guys know that up to 70% of you are not subscribed? Maybe even like 80%. I have no idea what the number is, but you should subscribe. It's not very hard. All you have to do is click the button. All right, let's get right into it today. Mammoth: The End, which looks like some kind of Thriller kind of video. Cool. All right, it says, due to my strong personal convictions, I wish to stress that this film in no way endorses a belief in the occult. Michael Jackson.
Hi, we're the band.
Danny Trejo. Nice.
You're up right after the snake dance. Do us a favor.
The snake dance, like
Don't play loud.
I'm sorry, don't play loud?
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Some of our customers are sensitive to loud noises. Who's your drummer? Brushes, not sticks. No loud crashes, no distortions, and no.
I hear like a Hungarian minor thing.
You can play
Be my...
ballads, you know, something soft, nice. Just keep it simple.
So Danny Trejo's rule is you can play, but you got to play with brushes. The drummer plays with brushes, no distortion. Are they gonna play jazz? I don't know what they're gonna do.
You asked for it, mister. We'll play any place people will have us.
Look, all I got was this. Wolf, we are your biggest fans. Please put on Rock Show here. It will kill.
Well, great. Now we're the house band in hell.
Come on, guys. Let's just play, get paid, and bounce.
Agreed, but what do we even play?
Well, you heard the guy. Let's keep it civil.
I hear B in the background, but song. Whoa. E. E. E minor. C. E major, C and A. E, C, A. I love that he started the song with one of his father's kind of little tapping. Get here, I hear that.
Wait, my guitar!
Oh, that's cool. It's him playing multiple
You sent me the
roles.
invite to play here, didn't you? You set this whole thing up so my band would get killed off and I'd have no choice but to reform with you guys? No. But that works too.
Nice. Oh wow, Greg Nicotero.
I'm sorry about your band, but I'm so glad you made it out alive. And without even a scratch.
Love it. All right, yeah, so he did
He did rip off the video for Thriller. That's awesome, man. And to have Greg Nicotero from Walking Dead, am I right? Let me know in the comments if that's right. Pretty sure that guy did Walking Dead. They only had a small amount of zombies in there, but man, it looked awesome. To start a song off like that with tapping is super cool. I haven't seen that in a while. He's basically just... But he's more in an open position right here. So this song is an E major, actually. Starts off E, C, A. And you would just solo out of the open position. Or a 12th fret. Alright, so the key of E, if you wanted to play along with it, so it's E, C, A. Man, I have to say, I am pleasantly surprised. I don't know why, but I have not checked out very much Mammoth. I know for a fact that I've at least heard one Mammoth song, but with being the son of Eddie Van Halen, I'm floored. He used a bunch of Eddie Van Halen stuff at the very beginning with the tapping. The video had famous people in it. It had several nods to horror movies in it, and had the obvious nod to Thriller. So let's go ahead and give this a numerical. Here on this channel, we always do from 5 to 10. Really, it's we rate each song up from 1 to 10. But being rock and metal, and that we love rock and metal, it's always at least a 5. So we would never give any rock or metal band less than a 5. We'll save that for rap and pop if I ever end up actually reacting to any rap or pop. So this song, I will give this a solid 7.5. Feels right, doesn't it? Nothing super crazy popped out. Yeah, very cool song, really cool chorus. I'm glad that he started out with tapping, which is what his father was known for. Yeah, 7.5, 7.5 rating for this one. And this one was Mammoth, The End. And I will definitely be checking out more Mammoth. And hey guys, if you've been looking at my my videos and you're like, hey, that guy wears really cool shirts. He has really cool stuff on, right? Go check out my my shop. I have 2 of them. I have my Among Saints, which is my band, and also has a bunch of my paintings. And then I have a store called Saint Coffee and Candle, and it has lots of coffee and candles. So if you like that kind of stuff, you should check it out. It's all on Etsy. Go check it out. Give me a subscribe. What would it hurt? All you got to do is click, right? Have a good one.
Jesse Saint World.
What's up? This is your boy Jesse Saint. Today we are doing a reaction video for Daughtry, The Death of Peace of Mind. Jump right into it.
Jesse Saint World.
And hey, did you guys know that 70% of you are not subscribed? You guys should subscribe. Just hit the button. All right. C minor, G sharp major, F minor. C minor, G sharp major, F minor. Don't want to ruin the whole chorus for you guys. So this song is in the key of C minor, G sharp major, F minor. Just like that. We're going to go ahead and start it over. That way I don't ruin the amazing chorus that it's building up to.
perfect so far. Damn, he actually did a scream. Damn. Now that right there, that was a cover. Alright, you guys are in for a treat today. I typically only show you the first riff of the song or what key it's in, but it's just one riff. So I'm showing you the whole thing. You kind of owe me a sub, don't you? You're getting free guitar lessons. No, but seriously. So you want to go C minor. I'm just going to play it up here off of the 8th fret. G sharp major, and then F minor. So C minor, G sharp major, F minor. Right? Sounds good. All right, now to the good part. You guys are all waiting for, what kind of rating am I going to give this? Now, this is Daughtry. This guy is about as professional as you could possibly get. To start with, I will say that the original song, Bad Omens, I would give that song as close to 10 as I possibly could. You know what I mean? Amazing song, amazing band. As far as this cover of it, dude, that was almost perfect. The fact that he actually screamed I figured with him being so good at vocals that one note in the bridge that he would sing it in some super high upper register. But he didn't. He screamed it on pitch. That was amazing. I'm not super big on Daughtry, but you guys can tell me down in the comments, does he ever scream? Is this the first time that he's screamed in one of his songs? I have no freaking idea. I've shared the stage with the guy. I've played quite a few big festival dates with him, not like a ton. But when you do play the summer festivals all the time, you're going to, there's 30 or 40 bands per festival. You're going to end up playing with a ton of bands. Man, I would give that an 8.5. I'm going to give it right under 9. I would give it a 9. But, there's not much there to judge as far as a video. It's just him chilling with a mic and singing. Yeah, 8.5, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here. There's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World.
What's up? This is your boy Jesse Saint. Today we are doing a reaction video for Ghost Peacefield. Let's get right into it.
Jesse Saint World.
All right, today, Ghost Peacefield. Let's jump right in. Ghost Peacefield. Sounds like a Gregorian chant kind of deal. Strange video so far. It's different. F.
The dawn of prosperity, a faded scar.
Sounds like it.
An ended calamity, a slaughtered song.
F. D.
We all need something to believe
C.
in. Until it's over, anything, anyone, anytime, but it's not over yet.
Dang, so I think I grabbed it. This is a whole tone chord, made very popular. I don't know if you guys have heard Floods by Pantera. So they're doing the same kind of thing there. That's why I immediately heard it. It's you're basically just skipping a string, skipping a fret like that. We're on the 8th fret. This is out of F. So it's got a very every breath you take. Same kind of deal. All right, we won't start it completely over. We'll just start from where at least it seemed like the music was starting. F, D,
a slaughtered song.
C.
We all need something to believe in until it's over. Anything, anyone, anytime, but it's not over.
So basically C, A sharp, and C. Or sorry, D, A sharp, C. Key of D minor. Maybe D major, we'll see.
When they finally reach you, you will have seen through the darkest of seasons. Your love, bright as the starlight. Oh, child, still we can see like a moon over the peace field. Oh, child,
D, A sharp, C. D, A sharp, C. This sounds like if you can think of what this sounds like, go ahead and let me know in the comments.
The end of a monarchy, a state machine, unable to foresee the widow queen. We all need something to believe in until it's over. Anything,
A lot of switching from F to D.
solo out of F minor. What I was trying to get there is it's in the key of D, so it's A sharp, C, but then sometimes it'll switch to F. And then back to D. He was soloing out of F minor. So I would say it sounds like the song's out of D, just switching from D to F a bunch of times. That one riff at the beginning was super cool. The kind of the every breath you take, the right? Sounded pretty cool. Jesus. Kind of Journey-ish, right? Is that what it sounds like? Am I thinking of oh God, I've covered this song. Separate Ways. Say, I know I've done that. I want to say that Separate Ways was out of F sharp or something though, or maybe E. Anyway, yeah. So D, A sharp, C. That's what's got that bit of a Journey sound to it. From the D, the A sharp, and the C, and then it switches back to F. All right. So there's your free little guitar lesson. Man, all right. So here's for the good part. Let's go ahead and give this a rating. So we rate all of our songs from 1 to 10. We mainly only do rock and metal here, and we're going to at least give everybody a base level of 5. And that's because we love rock and metal. Why would we give somebody a 4? You know what I mean? That'd be kind of mean. Plus, you'd destroy me in the comments down there. I know a lot of you guys love this band. They're not new to me. I've seen them live. They didn't really click with me until I saw them live. I really needed to hear it really, really super loud and to see the stage design and all the cool costumes they wear and everything to really get it. I will give this song a solid 8. So out of all of the songs that I've heard by them so far, the vocals don't really do it that much for me, but it seems like, I mean, that's the thing though. You know what I mean? If they had a regular vocalist that sounded kind of like everybody on the radio, I don't think we'd be talking about them right now, would we? You know what I mean? They probably wouldn't have charted that high. So yeah, the vocals were a little different. I'm not really sure, hearing it that quickly, if it was the chords or the vocal parts that was making it sound a little bit like Journey. But I mean, hey, we all write songs that have a little bit of other people's stuff in it. Yeah, so solid 8. And I'm saying that because a lot of their other songs, going all the way back to the beginning, I wasn't super into, but this one had me head bopping. I really liked it. So yeah, Ghost, Peacefield, and we're given a rating of 8, which is subject to change. Might change my ratings up a hair or down a hair. If you like watching this channel, make sure you go ahead and give us a subscribe, and have a killer day.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey everybody, this is your boy Jesse Saint, and today we're doing a reaction video for All That Remains Divine. Let's jump right in.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey, did you know that like 70% of you are not subscribed? Why don't you just go ahead and subscribe? You know, like 75, 70, I have no idea the percentage on it, but you should. You should just click the button and subscribe. Watch all my videos. They're really cool. All right. All That Remains Divine. Let's jump right in. C minor. Alright, so that's already awesome. Sounds great. Super awesome metalcore. I came up during this time. I used to play in a band called the Autumn Offering. This comes from old school metalcore. Old school metalcore usually kind of moves up in whole steps. So we got C, G sharp, A sharp, C, G sharp, A sharp. And they're kind of just noodling around within the minor scale here. So that kind of stuff. So key of C. Let's go ahead and start it over. I don't want to ruin the song for you guys. C minor. Key of C minor. Jason Richardson is awesome. The guitar riffs are already amazing.
Contemplating and bearing witness, I know the worth of my own existence.
That was cool.
Detached from desire, accepted in fire. Breathe in and breathe out, 'cause now it's all in your hands. Receive the capable of chasing and make us cavalry. The verses come with the life and sincere and treachery. Receive the capable of chasing
Damn. That was awesome. Hell yeah. So that song, like I said, it really just played a lot of the, at least for the background of the chords and stuff, it was the same thing. It was just C minor, G sharp major, A sharp major. So and if you want to go ahead and play along with that, you would just play out of the very first chord out of C minor. The important part of the video. All of my videos, I give them a rating, typically from 1 to 10. I will say straight off, I have toured with this band before. I know Phil Labonte, and I toured with Oli, rest in peace, before he passed away, and before Jason Richardson took over. That dude is amazing. He's probably one of the top metal guitar players that there is right now. Let's give it an 8. How about that? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll give it an 8 just because I know All That Remains catalog. I've toured with them. They have so many amazing songs. Madness is probably one of my favorite songs by them. And I was waiting to see the drummer who does the, what do you call that? He plays with the stick sideways instead of facing forward. They must have got a new drummer since the last time that I toured with them, because it was a guy a little older, about my age, who traditional, that's what you call it, who played traditionally with the drumsticks. I didn't recognize the younger kid there. Jason Richardson is new to the band. It looks like they've got a couple new members, but yeah. So for All That Remains Divine, I'm giving it an 8. Thanks for hanging out today. And hey, if you like this shirt, go ahead and check out my store. It's Among Saints on Etsy. And don't forget, subscribe. Up to 80% of you, or like 70 or something like that percentage, have not subscribed. So go ahead and do it. Give it a shot. Have a great day. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here. There's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World. Jesse Saint World.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jesse Saint's World. I am Jesse Saint. I toured in bands for about 20 years as a hired gun. I've also worked as an A&R rep, which is somebody who signs band to record labels. Today, we're going to be working on Falling in Reverse. We're going to be doing a reaction video, and I'm going to teach it to you on guitar.
Saint
I fell in love with a crazy bitch. She fucked me good, she's a lunatic. That's how I like my women. She keyed my truck, she stole my dog, she broke my heart, and I lost my job. And that's only the beginning. She's my future, it's why we're moving real fast. But that's how I like my women. Head spinning round and round like an exorcism.
So far, we are in the key of F. So if you want to solo along with this song, you're going to want to be in F. I'm super down tuned to A. Like I said, I had no idea what key this song would be in, along with the rest of the reaction songs we're going to do today. So I'm in corn tuning. So right off of the first fret of your second string down, we're going to have F. And this is, I mean, so far, this is total country. You know what I mean? It's got Hardy in it. Kind of figured there'd be some kind of country type riff. So this particular riff starts with. So it's. I think it's. And I imagine in the chorus is getting ready to come up right now. It's going to be the same kind of. All right. So you would want to go ahead and play off of F. So. There's your pentatonic scale, and here's your minor. So you'd be playing that off of the 6, the 8, and the 9th frets. 6, 8, 9, 6, 8, 9, 6, 8, 10, 6, 8, 10, and then 9, what is this? 7, 9, 11, 8, 9, 11. All right, let's jump back into the song. Said we're doing a 1-4-5, and in case you don't know the terminology, 1-4-5 just means we're going from the root, which is typically in rock always the very first chord there you're going to hear. And I don't know if you heard it in there, but I definitely went out of tune a little bit. Happens when you tune a 6th string down to A. entire song is just kind of different versions of that 1-4-5 riff. So with the 1-4-5 riff, the very first note we started with was off the first fret of the second string down, which is an E, right? So that'd make it F. So we'll go ahead and count on our fingers. I'm going to show you how to figure out the basic chord structure of any given song. And like I said, 1-4-5 is pretty much all blues. Works great for country, old rock, classic rock, that kind of stuff. So if F is our 1, then you just count forward, right? So F, G, A, B. So you're going from F, right, the 1, to B, the 4, to C, or typically 1 to the 4, back to the 1, back to the 4, to the 5, back to the 4, back to the 1. So today we've got an F chord, we've got a B, and we've got a C, which makes it a 1-4-5. And although, you know, Hardy's part pretty much sounded exactly what I thought it was, it countryfied the song, I really did like this song. And like I said, if you want to, you know, play along with it, what I suggest you do is go to the original. You can go down to the description where I have all my awesome Amazon links, which helps you buy stuff, which helps me out, right? Gotta love that. Go down there. I always have the original song listed down in the description. So, like I said, go check out Falling in Reverse, check out this song, and as soon as the song starts, just try playing out of a pentatonic. Like I said, I'm playing off the 8th fret right here. And depending on what tune you're in, just go to the F position. And like I said, just try and solo along. See how good you can get it to sound. I don't even know if mine was that awesome. But hey, at least I had fun with it. And that is the whole entire point, is to have fun while jamming along with songs and learning a little bit as well. So, the big part. What did I think of this song? I'm not a huge country rock guy. I do like Hardy. Who else have I heard? Was it Lakeview? Something like that? You'll have to tell me in the comments. There's a couple of these country rock type bands that are popular right now. The song was cool, simplistic. I will give it, I always do ratings on this show. It's usually from 5 to 10, or 1 to 10, but anything that's rock and heavy metal, I'm not going to give it below a 5. That would, you know, blow up my comments down there. I'll give it a 7.5. Nothing wowed me. Good solid song, singable chorus. You know, I did really like it. But, you know, the video was super cool. I did not recognize many of the musicians. I don't know if Ronnie has fired people or just hired other people in their spots. Maybe people got busy with other gigs or something. It did look like the one guy is the guy from Bad Wolves. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know in the comments whether you know if that's, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I think it was the singer for Bad Wolves playing bass or backup guitar. I imagine if it is that guy, that you would hire a lead singer to be your perfect backup singer. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me know if you know if that's him in the video. So like I said, 7.5 on this. Good song, not the coolest thing ever, but pretty decent. So, like I said, play out of F. It's a 1-4-5. And go ahead and stick around for the next video. If you're just watching one of my clips, please go to my channel and subscribe. Hey, you might have fun. You might dig it. All right.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint.
Hey, welcome back to Jesse Saint World. I am Jesse Saint, and I toured in bands for about 20 years. I was also an A&R rep. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to be reacting to a song, and I'm also going to teach it to you on the spot on guitar. I've only heard about 20 seconds of this song. I know everybody's talking about it. Everybody loves Bad Omens, and today we're going to be reacting to Spectre. Let's see what this is all about. Let's jump right in, guys.
Jesse Saint.
That's awesome.
But I can't be in this place.
The video from the movie The Ring.
An illusion skipping frames. Years of living with a cold and empty space, and it haunts me every time I think I'm safe. Do you feel love?
Key of D.
I know I don't.
Sending records.
No one to hold. Do you feel love? Love, love. Do you feel love? When you're
Cool EDM stuff. Gnarly video.
like an ocean overflow. This must all be just an accident. And I feel like a ghost, like a specter in your headlights on the road. Do you feel love? I know I don't. With no one to hold. Do you feel love? Love, love. Do you feel love? Do you feel it? Do you feel love? Love, love. Do you feel
Alright, I'm gonna solo along a little bit and kind of see what I'm doing and then give it a shot. It's
something you missing made you who you were? 'Cause I've kept my distance. With the way that it something you missing made you who you were. 'Cause I've kept my distance. With the way that it
That is awesome. Door in the Sky. That is one of the best music videos that I have seen in a while. I used to be signed to the same label as Bad Omens. I don't personally know them, but I was on Sumerian Records along with them. I was in a popular radio rock band, one of the few radio rock bands that was on a metal label like Sumerian. So we caught a lot of flack, to say the least. I don't know any of the people from Bad Omens, but I have met them, on the red carpet. That particular record label, Sumerian, they also make movies. Heard of the horror movie American Satan? That's something they developed and made. And I was signed to the label when they made it. So pretty much everybody who was in the movie, one of my ex-bandmates who's in Black Veil Brides, their lead singer is the main actor in the movie. So I did meet, he was there, Bad Omens was at the red carpet. A ton of those kind of people. Meet some of the bands. Asking Alexandria was the only people I really like talk to who are on that label, who were at the red carpet event. So I have to say, I'm not huge on Bad Omens, but I have every single thing I've heard so far is amazing. On this channel, one of the main things that we do is we rate all the songs. I will give this, I mean, it's a super chill song. There was nothing super crazy in it. I will give it an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. So, I mean, the song was amazing. I didn't really hear a lot of guitar stuff in it. A little hard to hear on the first time around, but it was out of D. Depending on what tuning you're in, you're going to want to ride that D note, and it's just descending 3 times. So it's... So basically just descends like that, and then... This is the chorus. So that's the chorus. The rest of the song, there wasn't any guitar in it, but I was jamming along with it because that's what I do on this channel. So I was basically just going 5th fret, which is a D. Next string down. And I was just using a pentatonic, just a minor pentatonic and a minor scale. And that's just the Aeolian minor scale. So you give it a try. What I would recommend next is just to go to the band's original song, which you can find down in the description in this video, along with all of my Amazon links, which help me out with this channel. All of my videos have the original video in the description. So go check out the Bad Omens Spectre song and try jamming along with it. Maybe make up a cool little melody line. Try and play some lead along with it. Any of this just really helps your guitar playing and helps train your ears. So, like I said, great song. Really enjoyed this one today. Pretty chill, pretty vibey. I dug it.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here. There's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Jesse Saint World. I am Jesse Saint. I toured in bands for about 20 years. I've been an A&R agent, which somebody who signs bands to record labels. Today we're going to be working on a song. This is actually, I think, 16 years. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. 16 or 17 years in the making. So brand new Mudvayne. All right, let's jump right in.
Jesse Saint World.
And if you need to tune up, this should be an A note, if I'm in tune. All right, this one is is called Hurt People. Hurt People. Awesome. Man, like I said, either it's like 16 or 17 years in the making. I haven't heard new Mudvayne in forever. So, I mean, from what I was able to pick out of there, it's pretty simple. There's only, the two main riffs. Said you could be in any different tuning, but I'm down tuned to Korn tuning, dropped A. And I'm playing off of the B note, 2nd fret, and it's really just 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. And then during the verse, it just does the, and then does the diminished kind of. So that's the verse riff. And then the kind of main riff, which is also the chorus riff, is just the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. And then some kind of crazy riff in the bridge there. Couldn't quite make that out. But you'd want to go ahead and solo, so whatever tuning you're in the key of B minor. And I was just doing some pentatonics, just some real simple stuff. A only in minor as well. All right. So that song, I loved it. It was heavy. I didn't really hear as much of the clickety clackety slap bass as I'm used to when I'm hearing my band songs. Bass is a huge part of their songs and what they've got going on. So I really dig that song. I always rate everything on this channel, and it's usually from 1 to 10 for rock and metal, which I love. It's 5 to 10. I will give this song a solid, let's say 7.5. You know what I mean? Great song. Nothing was super crazy jumped out at me, but it was just heavy from the very, very start. I like that it was in the key of B, which is kind of new metal. Tons of new metal songs are key of B, key of A, that kind of deal. And like I said, the whole point of this is for you guys to get good at picking out the notes like you just saw me do. And I usually just use one string, just kind of climb up until I find what key it's in. Luckily with that one, I was in the key of A, so I only had to move up to the 2nd fret to figure that out. It's a pretty awesome song. The diminished kind of weird open chord, I'm not in the right tuning for that, but it is just kind of like I said, open strings and diminished. And then you just do speed, speed picking on the 2nd fret to get that verse riff. So like I said, 7.5, super solid song. I said nothing jumped out and was like super crazy, but I really dug it. Keep rocking, guys.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse Saint World.
Hey guys, welcome back to Jesse Saint World. I am Jesse Saint. Today we're going to react to a song, and we are going to, I'm going to immediately try and figure it out, if I can, and teach it to you on guitar. So go ahead and grab your guitar or your bass, and today we're going to be working on, or reacting to and teaching, I'm going to be working on a song by Ren, that's R-E-N. One of my YouTube followers told me that I should really check it out. I know that I've seen, I might have seen this video before. It's Hi Ren. It's got like 58 freaking million views, so obviously most people have probably heard it. I think I'm the one who's the last one to the party. I am starting a new thing on this channel where I'm going to be doing 3 songs for a new artist. So if I haven't heard the artist at all, I'm going to check out 3 songs so I can kind of wrap my brain around what they're trying to do. I see a picture of the kid right now. He's playing a classical, so I turned it on my clean channel on my amp. I'm going to try and jam along to this a little bit if I can. Probably won't listen to the whole entire song, but we are going to go through 3 of them. We've got Hi Ren. We're also going to be doing Vincent's Tale and Sick Boy. So let's go ahead and jump right in.
Jesse Saint World.
Here is an A note. I am in down-tuned A. So tune to whatever you like, but here's an A. Hopefully, might be out of tune. All right, guys, let's jump right in. Looks like he's in a psych ward or something.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? Before you buried me, didn't you risk it? Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, and you're pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Know your place to lead me. Know your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some
Key of D
time to
minor.
be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect, you're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program.
This is not easy to do.
All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not left over dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause
This guy's
life's been
legit.
tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves. And I'll shake up the whole world beneath it. That's right, speak your truth, you fucking got complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually you say it.
Man, this kid is super talented. It is not easy to play classical guitar like that and to sing along with it. I'm not saying sing, but I don't really know what to call that. It's it's not rapping per se. Sounds like the kid's English. Yeah, pretty obvious. British kid, but yeah, he's just playing off of D minor. So I'm just going. Right. And then throughout the song, he's switching up to all kinds of crazy stuff, but he kind of just goes back and forth. This is a 1-4-5. It's actually a blues progression. I know this obviously doesn't sound very bluesy, but mainly in the song, he's just going back and forth between the D and the G, D and G. And then to the G, the D, to the F, to the E. Like I said, thanks for telling me about this song. It's super crazy so far. Let's see if all of his music is like this, or if maybe it switches up a little bit. I know that song was super old. Let's check out Vincent's Tale Self-Portrait. Yeah, he looks older. Drinking a highball. All right. It's all over the place. D, key of D.
Come on, let's have it, you miserable prick. I will do what I want. I will drink till I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick of the same boring songs. I am sick of these pavements I find myself on. Great Britain, I hate you. I'll say that with pride. It's my right to be violent when you fed me lies. I'm a rotter, a menace when I want to be in the work for that right, because nothing comes free. I have slaved all my life in the dull 9 to 5. I just rinse and repeat while I'm barely alive. Great Britain, I love you with murderous glee. I will do to this country what you've done to me.
D, G.
Destroy. I want to tear apart these buildings from the cinder blocks they stand. Leave this town in dust and rubble. Make some trouble with my hands. I won't lie, I'm fucking wasted. But I wasted all my youth, and I've stayed so damn complacent. Getting wasted is my
Kids original.
So my style of self-expression is a face into the gut. It's throwing up upon these pavements. Shut your fucking mouth, you slut. Banished angel, I am Lucifer. My brain agendas can't soon. You will know my name. I am the storm after the calm. I'm the victim of the victimless. The pill that makes you sick. I am chaos incarnate. Let's fucking have it then, you prick!
All right.
Now the rules of the street fight are simple. It's pretty much anything goes. Keeping the street pretty firm on your feet. It pays to be sweet on your toes. And fools they have fallen for clumsy mistakes. Late to react, cop the face to the face. Now the rules of the street fight are simple. Break that little prick's nose. Throw a punch, you swallow it, follow it, grab the collar, quick hollow tip like karate, kick martial art master, spark a fist on the land, extra carnage, invites a cartilage, carmassive like a carbonated cola on the crucifix, kill. Vince, I wanna kill,
It's all over the place.
move, double that rude boy, kill or be killed. Do it for the fun,
Cool video, though.
do it for the thrill. Blue lights, boy, come on, blue lights, boy, chill.
So, as most musicians do, this guy's kind of playing, at least in these two songs, the same kind of thing. We're off of a D note, G, and an A. So, and then a million other things. He's all over the place. But hey, at least those two songs have a definitive sound. What that sound is, you got me. But I like it. All right. So this next one we're going to work on is Sick Boy. So 3 songs today from Ren. Because I've never heard him before, so I might as well check out a couple, right?
Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is information.
back in the institution.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, damn so, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building
Key of D.
I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. I've been screaming, I've been yelling, but I never make a sound. I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's it. We're given everything we need and we can monetize it. We consume, we destroy like a parasite. This science knows us that it's suicide and still we come in. We are sick, we are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump to the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus. You're the virus, hypocrite. Can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix boy. Wash it down in public, quick pose for the big boy. Meetings to come on the fire with boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a big boy? Go, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we
This is more like rap.
As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we want. Counterintelligence is like a whole. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. When you bleed it for wealth, you bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I'm bleeding myself, and I'm bleeding my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Wow. So that was super cool. Each song kind of had its own thing. The first two were, somewhat similar. Like I said, they're both in the key of D. It's really just kind of... Then he was playing off the same exact, in the second song. And then the third song was in B. It said it was mostly, samples and kind of rap music kind of stuff, but I was just jamming along with Well, I have to say, that was fun. So I've never checked out Ren before. A little bit different kind of music than I've ever done on this channel so far. Not like I don't like different kinds of music. I've, throughout the years, 20-year career, I've played on pop albums, did a bunch of jazz guitar on a rap album of all kinds of things a couple of years ago. I've done pretty much every kind of style except for country. I can play it. Never played in one of those bands or did one of those kind of albums, but I've pretty much done every kind of style. This, I don't know what to label. He's basically playing classical style, a little bit gypsy jazz, you know what I mean, in there, and then kind of rapping along with it, or maybe there's another term. I know this guy's from Britain. Maybe they have their own style. I don't know. So on this channel, I do rate all the songs, and this is 3 songs, so I'm kind of lumping them all together here. But I would give Ren a solid 8.5, almost a 9, almost. I mean, the guy's got, combined off those 3 songs alone, more views than, most bands in a whole career. Because the very first song that we checked out there, Hi Ren, was at, I believe it was 58 million. I'd have to go back. I believe it was 58 million though. That's pretty big. So definitely, I'm probably the last one to check out this artist, but I dig it. Like I said, to learn the whole entire song all the way through, all the weird stuff he was doing would take a minute. But first 2 songs in the key of D, third song in the key of B, I'm giving him an 8.5. And keep shredding, guys. I'll see you next time.